Hello, welcome to She Who Rides the Owl. I'm the Black Pearl here to provide universal guidance for those who seek the truth. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you like the vibe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Also, follow me on my new Instagram, that's at She Who Rides the Owl. Welcome to your past life reading. This reading is to focus on lessons that we need to learn from our past, or a past experience that you might have had in a past lifetime. So I want you to focus your energy on 4 of the stones and see which stone resonates with you the most. 2 or more of the stones can resonate with you, that's fine. And when you decide on your stone, please feel free to check out in the description box the timestamps so that you can go straight to that reading. Stone number 1 is going to be the blue stone you see here, and I will tell you the name of the stone when you get to your reading. Number 2 is going to be the golden stone. Number 3 is going to be this multicolored stone. And number 4 is going to be the purplish white stone. See you on the other side. Okay. Number 1s, if you chose the stone, the blue stone, which was number 1, you have chose lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, let me give you some background on this deep blue metamorphic rock. Okay? It's usually blue or purple with white calcite and brassy pyrite mixed in it. This stone can be traced back to 7,000 BC to 6001 BC. It was used in the funeral mask of King Tut, and it was used as eyeshadow by Cleopatra. And towards the end of the Middle Ages, lapis lazuli was exported to Europe. It was grounded into like a powder and used by important artists of the Renaissance. And I'll give you an example. It was used in like the clothing for the Virgin Mary. So that is an incredible history for this stone. So if you chose lapis lazuli, wow, maybe there's some royalty. I'm feeling like maybe royalty, strength, courage, which is what this stone is known for. I'm gonna put that right there. Let's get into the energy of past lives. They said it's ready. Never mind. All right. These cards are very hard to shuffle, by the way, because they're humongous. But I love these cards. And there's a beautiful pearl on the front, or on the back, rather. Okay. Back to the reading. First card for lapis lazuli, number 1, for my number 1s. So those of you who've chosen number 1, goodness, can I get a card? There we go. I'm gonna leave it how I get it. I have the 8 of sacred circles in reverse. These are some beautiful cards, by the way. This is one of my favorite decks. I've had it for some time now. Actually, when I first started my journey. I'm going to flip it this way. 8 of swords in reverse. I don't know why I'm hearing Mongolian. I don't know why. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't know why I'm hearing Mongolian. I don't know why. You know what? This is weird. I've had this deck for some time, and I have never pulled this card out. Ever. Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing Mongolian. I don't know why. Maybe some of you can look up the dates. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Oh, let's look at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy. Prince of Sacred Circles. I saw that in reverse. I'm just gonna leave that over here. Okay, we'll see if it relates. All right, so let's get an idea. I'm gonna use a clarifying deck, tarot deck. Eight of Sacred Circles is like Eight of Pentacles, okay, in reverse. Eight of Swords, then you have the Strength card, and then the Emperor. Past life clarification for this past life energy. All I heard so far, guys, was Mongolian. I don't know why. Temperance. Card for Eight of Swords in reverse. Progress. Card for the Strength. Clarification for the card of Strength. Comment below if you are liking, I kind of saw that sideways. I'm gonna leave it sideways. Comment below if you like these readings and you want me to do more readings like this. Let me know if there is any use to you. Card for the Emperor energy. 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 Victory in reverse. Maybe it was a failed attempt here. Maybe the Emperor energy. So it's definitely a controlling energy here. Maybe the Emperor failed at whatever he was having the strength to do, or trying to find the strength to do. You know what? I'm gonna pick this deck back up because I want to clarify for the Prince of Sacred Circles, and that pop right out. Isolation. Because if you think about it, the Prince sits underneath the Emperor. The Emperor rules all of the kings. Okay, I'm gonna bring this card up so you can see it. The Emperor rules all of the kings. Okay. And the Prince of Sacred Circles, or the Prince of Pentacles, he's over here, isolated. Says Five of Pentacles, or whoever this prince was, his overall energy. So maybe whoever's watching, you could be the prince here. You could be a man or a woman. So far, I have nothing saying you're one or the other. And remember, in our past lives, we could be male or female. Doesn't matter. So keep that in mind. Prince of Sacred Circles, just so go with how you're feeling. You'll know. I do feel like some type of royalty here that was involved in this situation, which could be why you picked the lapis lazuli. But there was some type of isolation. Someone felt isolated. And this is the Prince of Sacred Circles. And he's in reverse. So upright, the Prince is probably, it's a stable offering, right? Pretty grounded, meaning your materials, you're secure with whatever this small offering was. But and you see he's holding his hand out and it looks like he's offering a pipe. Okay, but for some odd reason, they're feeling it was in reverse. So maybe they didn't get this, whatever offering this was, and they ended up in isolation. And what's funny is the emperor is sitting here. Maybe this emperor, the emperor rules over all the kings too, and obviously a prince. So, because the prince is trying to get up there, he's trying to get in this seat here, and maybe he felt isolated. Okay. There was some type of progress to some sort of happiness, and you were trying to find the strength to do that, but the victory was lost. So maybe you could be coming back in this life trying to correct that. Let me clarify, get another clarifier. Let me get a clarifier for who this Emperor energy is. Clarifier for who this Emperor energy is. That was quick. Virgin. Fear of intimate union. So in its shadow attribute, it could be, so whoever this emperor is, or whoever was sitting in this emperor energy could have felt, or this ruler could have felt a fear, a deep down fear of being intimate with someone. Or had a problem of staying true to themselves. I don't know why I picked that up. Another clarification for the Emperor energy. You're going to figure this out, guys. The Prince. The Prince shows back up again. It's blue, so I don't know why I'm getting the throat chakra. Maybe someone should have spoke up and said something. And the lapis lazuli is a beautiful blue, by the way. So I want you to keep that in mind. So upright, in a positive attribute, the prince can be romantic charm and potential for power, right? But in its negative, you could be using it for self-grandizement. So I feel like there was an opportunity here for this emperor maybe to be pure at heart, or maybe get intimate. Let's see who this prince is. Clarification, the prince is the overall energy. So this is about someone at a loss, because there's a loss here. So the prince. Okay. I'm picking up the light attribute for the prince. So this prince felt like, because the vampire in its positive attribute, you are aware that someone is draining your life force. This is why you were in isolation. This makes perfect sense now. So you felt someone draining your life force, taking from you. There was someone taking from you. It could have been this greedy ass emperor. Someone that was stealing from you. I don't know what. Because remember, the prince has the potential. Remember I said the emperor is over the prince. The prince is trying to get where the emperor's at. He's trying to get in that seat. Excuse me. Because because here it says the potential for power. So this prince was trying to get to this powerful role, and whoever this emperor is was draining that from this poor prince. This prince was left in isolation. Wow, that's interesting, and quite sad. So what I'm trying to say here, maybe you are working so hard in this lifetime to make up for a loss in a past one. Because remember, the angel of happiness is sideways on this happy little unicorn. He couldn't quite get to his happiness. This is the happiest card of the tarot deck. This is the happiest card of the deck. There's nothing negative about this. If it was reversed, it's just delayed. It's trying to get there, but it's just delayed. But this, it was like halfway. What? Almost there. Oh, just if I can have the strength. Okay, so this prince could have been fighting. Look, progress. Now this makes sense. This prince was progressing, trying to get to whatever. I don't know what this was. Clarification for what the Virgin and the Prince is. Clarification. Virgin and the Prince. Flew out beautifully. Round and round. So this is an endless cycle for this prince to get into this emperor energy. And you know, being in your emperor energy, you're confident, you're a ruler, you make steadfast decisions, you know who you are, you have control. But not a negative control, because the emperor in reverse would be like a tyrant. But I don't pick up a tyrant here. I feel like the prince was trying to get, so maybe trying to get in this position and could not get there. Let's go back to my angel deck. I want to see what prevented, because what prevented your progress? Clarification? Oh no, you said something else. Okay. Clarification for what prevented your progress. Clarification for what prevented your progress. Connections, soul ties. Yes. And you're still spiritually connected to someone, probably in this lifetime. And you don't know why it's preventing you from getting to this. Because the emperors, think of an Aries. And Aries represents the emperor. Aries is the first. It's all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Like, that's, to me, Aries energy. It is in control. He's in control of his destiny here, right? But you lost this victory because I'm picking up now backstabbing here. Maybe you were dealing with some type of woman or man in the past life. Okay. I don't know why I'm still picking up Mongolian vibes, even though she's Asian. They're saying Mongolian. I don't know. Look it up. Just see if this comes together, pieces together with you. And look up the stone that you chose. Look, I mean, this stone has been around for, oh my gosh, forever. Thousands of years. Crazy. So maybe the stone resonates with you because maybe it was around in your that lifetime and you saw it somewhere. It's one of the missing links to your past life. Yeah, so you probably made, I'm seeing two decisions here. You probably made a wrong choice And maybe that's why you're here, to repeat the cycle again. Round and round we go. Round and round we go. I don't want to hear that. Maybe that's why you were here. 6, 7, yes, Spirit is here to let you know you're going around in this cycle to correct this mistake. So don't, whatever this is, don't be scared to get intimate with it. Okay? Speak your truth. Also, it's in reverse because you didn't speak your truth. Whatever this was. I'm trying to figure out what was this isolation here? Yeah, so whatever soul tie you were with someone that was draining your life force. The Emperor's got plenty of life. Clarification for this isolation. Greed. Bingo. It could have had something to do with money or not. Shoot. What are they? They traded items back then, right? Cattle, stuff like that. Someone just being greedy. Well, we know what greedy is. It don't necessarily always have to be about money. Just take. Yeah, that's crazy. So you need to have the strength this lifetime to tackle this cycle. I think we're pretty clear here, like what was going on with you. You're seeking this this balance. You have to learn to balance in this lifetime. That's why the Angel of Peace is here to bring you temperance. Check and see if you have Sagittarius. Where does Sagittarius lie in your chart? I don't know why I said that. And also check to see where Aries lies in your chart as well. Okay? You can learn about that in my introduction video. I will be also releasing another video later on. It could be in the beginning of moving into the next week. But it's going to be concerning what I call the big 3. Okay? And you'll learn more about it later. But most definitely, look at your 8th house. That's our transformation house. That's ruled by Scorpio. Look in your 8th house. Which sign sits in your 8th house? Okay? So the 8th house will apply to these readings. Most definitely. Wow, very interesting, guys. So a soul tie prevented you from growth in your past life. So you're here in this lifetime to correct this mistake. Don't let it happen again. Learn, grow. Thank you. Bye. Welcome, group number 2. If you chose this beautiful golden stone right here, this is the pyrite. Okay? The pyrite is associated with the zodiac symbol for Leo. And it's also known as fool's gold. And you could see why anybody would mistake it. If you were mining, you probably saw something like this. You'd be like, I've struck it! I got some gold! No. Let me stop. So that is the other name for it. It is known as the stone of luck for attracting abundance, wealth, and prosperity. This stone, surprisingly, I just learned recently, was used in firearms to produce that spark. Okay, so especially this was used like during the World War II era. Native Americans used it as a healing stone, and the Victorian age used it to carve out decorative accessories. Okay, so maybe something for their shoe or something like that. All right, so I'm going to move this deck out of the way because we're not going to be using this deck for this one. We're going to be using this new deck that I've collected. Really beautiful deck. If you guys are interested in any of the tools that I'm using, please feel free to comment below, okay? Please feel free to engage with me. So I'm going to put this stone right here. Let's begin. I'll give it one last little... Oh, I'm going to leave that alone. Spirit just told me leave it alone. It's good. My spirit guides are a little bossy, so bear with me. Okay. Card for Pyrite. Those who are in chose stone number 2. Remember, we're talking about past lives. These are past lives reading. So you've got number 4, completion. These are some beautiful cards, guys. Number 4, completion. Put that right there. And in the picture, it's like graduates throwing up their graduation hats. So I can definitely see that as like 4 of Wands almost. Not too sure. So I'll have to refer back. This is the first time ever I'm using this, guys. First time ever I'm using this on the deck. Ace of Swords in reverse. So let me, like I said, I'm going to refer back to the guidebook just to make sure. I'm having my own interpretation, of course, but I just want to just check in with the guidebook too. Card for number 2. Card for number 2, past life energy. So it's crazy. Number 1's energy was more like ancient times, and this one is a little more in the recent past. And this deck is very fitting. Yo, I cannot get a card out of this. I don't. Let me see. Card. These cards are brand new, so they're kind of sticking together. I'm going to go with this. But I have shuffled them prior to turning on the video. A lot. Okay. Let's see if there's any more cards, just in case. You know, it's funny. I saw this card right before I started this reading. Is there any other cards? No, I don't feel like it. Okay, bend down to get this. I thought I saw it in reverse. I'm not too sure, but you have Dominion 2. I'm gonna leave it like that. As I get along in the reading, I'll know. Okay. Ooh. You know what just popped up out of nowhere, and I feel like this is like gonna happen to you too. It's really weird, or maybe it happened in past life energy. There's love here. It just literally, with the 2 on the top, it just literally just did like this. It's like I'm gonna take that as maybe the overall energy. Who knows? I'll leave that right here so you can see that. See, let's look at the bottom. Justice. Beautifully matched. Maybe justice and love. I'm gonna leave that too here. All right. Okay, so now that we have that all laid out, time for some clarifications. But real quick, I'm just gonna go read what I have. I have for the completion, Ace of Swords in reverse. We generally know what that is, the Sword of Truth there. The Chariot in reverse. The Prince of Disc. These are some really cool cards, guys. This is a day trader. The Prince of Disc is a day trader. So he's a hustler. And 2, Dominion in reverse. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Maybe someone was trying to move towards some type of stability with gaining something in finances. But it's funny is the Dominion card is in reverse. I'm gonna go to the guidebook on this one. I'm thinking it's a wand. I'm not too sure. I do see this as, you know, someone completing steps in their lives where or their life where they graduated of some sort, you know, so or moved into a social circle, was accepted into a social circle. Because for like normally I see this as a wand, 4 wands, like you have stepped into that social circle and you were accepted just fine, you know. But for some odd reason, somebody here wasn't standing in their truth, nor were they moving forward. To what? I have no idea. I'm gonna get a clarification. Let me look up really quick this Dominion here. I want to make sure I'm understanding. So Dominion, this card right here is what I'm gonna be reading about. Dominion is a word with some interesting connotations. The 2 of Wands is about taking the raw energy of the ace and turning it toward the will to succeed, or perhaps the will to dominate others. The fire has changed from an uncontrolled flame into a focused tool, but it could be as easily or become a weapon. So the fire could become a tool. Whoa. What did I say in the beginning? This is crazy how this universe comes together. This is crazy. So in the beginning, I told you that pyrite was used as that spark. Remember I said that spark in firearms, especially during World War II era. Wow. So we don't know what era. I'm not getting messages as far as the era, but I did mention recent past. So, meaning I don't feel like it's ancient spirit, but it's your past life. I don't feel like it's an ancient spirit. Whoever this resonates with, you will know, you will feel it. If it doesn't resonate with you, you probably picked the wrong stone, or maybe the next time I do these past life readings, one may resonate. Okay, so just stay tuned. But recent past, so maybe it could be in that era. Okay. So you know what's really funny? So they mentioned that this card depicts an equestrian statue of Teddy Roosevelt that stands outside the American Museum of Natural History, just a few blocks from the Upper West Side. It depicts President Roosevelt historically astride his horse, flanked by 2 shirtless men carrying his luggage for him. One is a Native American and the other is an African. Very interesting. I'm gonna hold this card up so you can see it. That's Roosevelt's horse. And it's so funny because I have a connection to Theodore Roosevelt myself. Funny how life works. This has something about to do with love and justice. May be something you love in particular. Doesn't have to be someone, but we'll soon find out. All right. I want to know this chariot. So normally I want you to keep this in mind. There's a horse here, right? Normally the chariot, because this is a more modern deck, the chariot is a horse, okay? And they're moving fast. It's like a fire type of energy. But right here, the chariot is a car. So we are looking at a modern time. And then we have a day trader here. Come on, people. So this is a more of a recent past. It's not like an ancient. Interesting. Card for, what was I doing? I need a clarification for the chariot. Where were you going, or where were you refusing to go? It was a direction you were refusing to move in. You were refusing to die? Regeneration card came out in reverse. So with death comes rebirth, right? Maybe you were trying to prevent maybe it was an untimely death, or I don't know. Maybe you got shot. Maybe, remember we talked about pyrite. Well, clarification for regeneration. I got milk and honey card. You know what's so funny? Since I dropped this card, I heard like my honey. So maybe the overall energy, maybe that's why the love card appeared. Maybe you were trying, that's just coming to me, I don't know why. Maybe you were trying to get back to a loved one. Maybe you were involved in a war. I have no idea. Maybe you could have been drafted. Who knows? We'll get to the bottom of it. And you're seeking this justice from this past life of just not being able to continue your romance. Because remember, pyrite represents that spark. So maybe in this time you'll be lucky, pyrite, you see the connection here, to get that chance to regenerate this love that you missed out on. Clarify the completion card for me. Clarify completion. Unfinished symphony. Damn, I'm good. Sorry. Had to do a little toot. Remember, guys, all of my readings are not going to resonate with you. It's for someone else probably watching, okay? Or that will eventually watch. So unfinished symphony is you are here. You are back here to complete. Because I thought this was like society. It could be, you know, you already in society's standards, or you felt you were, but you weren't standing your truth. We'll get to it. Could be, but I feel it was some type of unfinished symphony. You maybe perhaps were not able to complete this, or speak your truth maybe to your honey. you know, you were scared to die. Maybe you were involved in, let's get a clarification for the day trader. Clarification for the day trader, Spirit. Clarification for the day trader. Goodness. I saw the time to go in reverse. Chop wood. So it was something you still need to take care of. And I feel like it was one of those deaths that was just like, gotta go. I'm sorry, I had to reach beyond to go get the card. All that glitters is not gold. Maybe you were chasing, maybe you were trying to live a lifestyle. Shoot, maybe of honor. Maybe you went into a war. Who knows? I don't know why I keep picking up on like war energy and I keep getting symbols for war. Because remember, it was using firearms, right? This stone here. But maybe you was like, okay, I have to live this life of honor. Remember being socially accepted here? And this is what started your unfinished symphony, because maybe you were meant to be in love, have a life of love. And though you didn't seek this you didn't get this justice, this just due life that you, for your milk and honey, right before your untimely death, maybe this lifetime you will get this. Dominion in reverse. Clarification for dominion in reverse. Because look, all that glitters isn't gold. Remember I told you it was fool's gold? Do you see how this is connecting? It's crazy. AKA fool's gold. That's the nickname for this. So you lived a life chasing after something just for status, right? Because what does the day trader do? The day trader, those of you like to be in those stocks, that stock market, stuff like that, you know, this is what they do. They're chasing after a dream. They're out there on that floor every day trying to make that cheddar or make cheddar for other people. Okay, and this is what you weren't supposed to do. So maybe this lifetime, you're going to come back and correct this. Card for Dominion. Clarification for Dominion. Clarification for Dominion. Ooh, okay, that's a lot of cards. Not reaching, remember what we spoke of with Dominion. I don't remember myself. It's so sad. Okay, so I feel like, man, I'm so sorry. I gotta go back. Okay, so with Dominion, we talked about, give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure I get it right for you. Okay. It was saying like the raw energy of the ace. So it's the will to succeed. That's why the day trader is here. But the fire got out of control and became a weapon. Okay. So our movement has a name now, and it has gained some initial traction. We have set aside other concerns and made our new cause a priority. We suspect that we may need to make some sacrifices to reach our goals, but believe that our righteous aims make them wholly justified. So what you thought you were doing, you thought you were seeking justice here, but you missed out on love. I highly feel you missed out on love and peace. And if you look above, there's the lotus flower. That's the state of being. The state of being. Just be. Just be. Stand in your truth. Just be. You didn't do that your last lifetime. So this is why you are here to fix this. Because you missed out on that treasure island. You were so confident. I'm picking up egotistical, perhaps, because, you know, day traders, they think they know everything. Truth be told, did you find it? That's why you're here again. But this time you're going to get a leg up. A lot of questions will probably be answered in this lifetime. And this is a blessing for you to come back and fix this. Clarification. And this, you know, I don't really need a clarification for the ace, because this is why it says, truth be told. You thought you were standing your truth, but you were not. What I'm missing here, like, I don't know where in this past life what you were, but we have some clues, like what era, but we have some clues with the pyrite here, that it could be the recent past, could be sometime during a major war. Okay, there's different things here, guys. Native American came up twice because this card mentioned Native Americans. So some type of war. I don't know why I'm still getting that. Some type of war. Yep, some type of war that this happened. Which war, we don't know. Because remember, I said Native Americans also use this as a healing stone. So yeah, that was a unique reading. Let me get a clarification for the day trader with this other deck here, and then I'm going to close out your reading. Time to face the music. All that glitters isn't gold. They're just clarifying it again. Okay? Listen, you missed out on a love and a peaceful situation, and because you thought you were seeking justice and going, because you were trying to get this self-respect, trying to fit societal standards, but it got you nowhere. Okay? So you're here, hopefully this time you can get this milk and honey. Okay? Bye.